good morning. You are watching QTV this morning. I am Ibrahim Abalde. Thanks for joining us. We are back again, and we apologize for that delay. We're trying to sort out one or two things in the studio. Yeah, so we are back again on another edition. It's Thursday, the 10th of November, 2022. It's November 10th already.
Already?
So. Yes, it's good to have you here, Lolly. Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Balde, and good to be here. You look all handsome.
Oh, really? Thank you. Thank you. Yeah,
nice
I'm just trying to adjust.
Yeah.
All right. Well, on the program today, I mean, as you know, we do the African proverb and, of course, then the newspaper review. But today we are going to change the format of the program because we have a very important topic to discuss today. That's hernia surgery. Free hernia surgery for kids at the Serekunda General Hospital at Scanifing. And we have Dr. Ansumana Sanyang, Head of Surgical Services. And of course, we have Dr. Maria Miguel in the studio with us. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the program.
Thank you very much.
Welcome.
Well, yes. I mean, first of all, I mean, it's good to have you here. I mean, providing this type of a surgery. And of course, according to what I learned, it's free of charge for children under 16. Can you take us through, Mr. Sanyang? Let's start with you first. What is the hernia surgery all about?
Okay, good morning. Good morning, Gambia. Hernia, to make it very simple, is a defect in the abdominal wall. Normally, the abdominal wall covers the content of it, so like the intestine and all those. So if there is a defect, there is a hole, an opening somewhere where those defects will pop out. But the difference is that the skin is still covering the muscle. So the skin is the one that is now calling. So now we have hernia, you can have umbilical hernia, you can have inguinal hernia, you can have other part of the abdomen, not only the umbilical, but you have epigastric and other places. So any part of the abdomen can have that defect. So, but the surgery is not only about those things. They are doing other operations like plastic surgery also, where children that have bone and they have contractures, they cannot extend the fingers and others. They are releasing those ones. They are also operating other conditions like you have a swelling. Sometimes in medicine we call it tumor. That they remove those ones. So yesterday they removed one, and today they are removing another one for a child. So they in extent that is hernia. It's not. It's just an opening where it's not a natural opening in the body. So normally, like for example, the abdomen, for example, the umbilicus, is where the intestines re-enter into the body during child development. The intestines are formed outside. They re-enter the body into that side. So, but for some reason, in some children, it doesn't close up before they are born. So that defect has to be repaired. And also the inguinal area, there's another defect where the testicles also descend down into the scrotum. So that defect also can also remain open, is not closed. Or sometimes instead of having the hernia, they have what is called hydrocele. There's a communication between the abdominal cavity or the scrotal cavity with a sac, so that contains a liquid. So that one can also expand and expand, so it looks similar to that of a hernia. So those ones also are
when you talk about surgery, I mean, the mental picture that people have is, I mean, surgeries are always serious. I mean, is hernia surgery a serious one?
No, it's a minor surgery. So most of the time you call it a day surgery. Like for adults, you can do it on a local anesthesia and they can go home. But for children, most of the time you cannot do that because they will not even accept you to do that. So they have to make them sleep and then do the operation later they wake up. So that that process take a little bit of time. That's why their surgery take a little bit time. But it's in medical context is among the minor surgeries.
Yeah. It's important, Lolly, for
yes,
Maria.
Thank you very much for joining us today on this platform to talk about this free hernia surgery at the hospital. First, I would like to know the team, how was their coming facilitated, and how many children do you target to operate on, and how was it all done? Because this is something that might be the information has to go down to parents that the team is coming, so whoever is with. How was their coming facilitated, and for how long will they stay in the country to operate?
Okay. Unfortunately, the information reached the hospital late because they were planning the camp initially, because it's a Spanish organization, they have a school at Lamen, where they are sponsoring students. They are free of charge to that school. So I think they have a nurse there. So during her interaction with the children, she realized that most of them have this defect. So they are able to recruit the children from there. And they wanted to do the surgery initially at one health facility, but later on when they interact with the Ministry of Health, they changed the venue to Carnifing General Hospital. So the last 2 weeks we were doing that preparation. So the target is 100 children to be operated within a period of 1 week. Okay, but the way we are going at a very good pace. I think right now we operate over 60% already within 3 days. Yeah, because the first day we operated 12, day before yesterday 24, yesterday is close to 30 that we operated.
Around 30 minutes. That's very good.
All right, Lori, at this point we will engage Maria Miguel. Does it affect only a particular gender, or does it affect both men and women?
Well, umbilical hernias and inguinal hernias can affect both male and female. But inguinal hernias and hydrocellular are very much more frequent in boys than girls. So the majority of patients are actually boys.
The ones that you're currently seeing?
Yeah, we mainly do in boys. Also girls, but because this pathology affects mainly boys, that's what we're targeting.
So how is the surgery going so far? How is it going?
We're getting better at it. You know, the first day was a bit more complicated. We had to get used to the venue. People are helping us a lot, but it's a new place for us, and we're new people for them. And the first day, we actually managed to do 12 children, only working half time. But on Tuesday and Wednesday, we actually did almost 30 patients a day. So we have already done like 60 procedures already.
Well, at this time of our country's health system, I mean, I am pretty sure you've heard about the AKI. That's the acute kidney injury. How can we assure the public this is a safe surgery? And tell us where you're located as well. But, you know, assurance that this is a very safe surgery.
It's very safe because we wouldn't take a child into the operating theater until we are 100% sure that everything's going to be fine. Okay, we are certified back at our country in Spain. We collaborate with a very prestigious non-profitable organization called Surgeons in Action, and we went through all the bureaucratic paperwork we had to do with the Ministry of Health here in Gambia, and they made sure we were approved here. And we brought with us all the medication we need, all the instruments we need. We do the things exactly as we do them in Spain. So we're treating Gambian children as we would do our children back in Spain. So.
Exactly. Yes, I mean, what's the local name for hernia?
That's where the problem comes.
Well, it's important for us to know the local names, you know.
So most of the time people call it kalia in Mandinka. But when you analyze the real meaning of kalia, what they refer to is worm.
Yeah.
Okay. And worm, mostly that is parasite in medicine. So mostly I think, for me, when I explain to them, I just try to use drawing. I used to tell them in Mandinka like hello, and then try to explain the concept itself. But the name, specific name, for me personally, I don't know.
Is it the one? I mean, is it the one called Wuhan in Wolof?
Yeah, maybe too, because I've seen few pictures that shows, you know, it's like something around the umbilical cord. So I'm not very sure how it is called.
Well, I think we need to find the local name for it.
So for umbilical hernia in Mandinka they call it batakumba.
Okay, yes, because
yeah.
Batakumba.
That's they call batakumba.
Yeah.
Okay.
So for hydrocell, that's what they call kaya. Hydrocell is called kaya. But for hernia, they don't know the name, so they use the word kalia, which is a wrong concept, but it's understandable. Well, for us that are used in the system working with them, the moment they tell us, especially within the age bracket of maybe certain adult, they tell you that I have kalia down, pointing to their genital area, we know that that's what they are referring to. So, but our main idea is, our interest is for them to understand what they have. So you try to explain to them. I have been finding out the name, local name exactly, but
Yeah, but I think it's important for us to know the local name.
Exactly.
So for hydrocele, that one I know is kaya in Mandinka.
Okay.
Then the umbilical hernia they call differ as batakumba. But for the inguinal hernia, that one they refer to as kalia. Most people refer to as kalia, but I know that one is.
Yeah, I think we need to find out the name.
The name.
Yes, it's important, very significant.
Exactly.
So I want to engage Dr. Miguel here. So far, have you registered any complicated case during the operations?
We haven't had any complications so far, but yes, we've had some complicated cases, like a boy and a girl with post-burn retractions, hand retractions. They couldn't open their hand after a scar after a burn, and we had to do a release and a screen graft. Those were big complicated cases. We solved them properly, but it took a few hours to solve them. But so far it's going smoothly, and we hadn't had any complications so far.
The girl almost took 3 hours yesterday.
Yeah, we had to release all her hands, all fingers.
And the target is 100 kids.
Yeah.
So for 1 week, that's 7 days. What would happen if you did not complete that within 1 week? Are you planning to come back again or extend the days?
We're a bit flexible. We've target for 1 week, but for some of us are staying a couple of days more days in case we have to prolong a little bit, extend a little bit, a couple of days of surgeries.
Okay. So Dr. Seidel, I know when they're coming sometimes the hospital management will try to, send out information to parents to at least register kids before their arrival. Now, this one was delayed and it was also facilitated somewhere before it reached. What are you doing to ensure that information reaches you on time and patients are registered on time to avoid certain delays? In future?
We had, the information came to late, but fortunately the hospital, we already have a list of patients because our surgical unit, we are already having a list of, we were having almost 50 patients that we are already prepared for surgery, waiting for us, because in the hospital we have very few of us that are doing the surgery. So in a week we do 1 or 2 in a week, imagine. So that means approximately in a month we do around 4 or 5 patients in a month. So having 50 in a row, that's going to take months. So so when the information reaches us, we communicate and we have a list already, and they also at the school, they have their list. So having the list, it wasn't a problem. But coming to communication, so we put it on our social media platform, like our status, and also the hospital have a social media platform where they put the information there. And then we do communicate to different hospitals also to tell them that we are having this process coming. If they have any patient, they will send. So the colleagues will be sending. Okay. So sometimes my phone, I have to put it off at night.
Wow.
So people will be calling all day and night. But, so information is well disseminated. Now this surgery, people are always, ears are open everywhere. And if the moment they hear anything, they are always coming. I don't think we have problem in having patients. Okay. Most probably we will have more than 100.
Oh, okay.
Because all right, exactly. So how long, Maria, does it take for one to recover from the surgery?
Like discharge home?
Yes.
Usually that same day, if the child's operated in the morning, first thing in the morning, they can go home like at night. If we operate them in the evening or late, they stay at the hospital and we'll discharge them next day home. And they can do like normal life, get back to their routine like in a couple of days. I mean children, not adults, okay? They recover so much more better.
So are you operating on adults too?
No, we're just pediatric surgeons.
Okay.
We only do children.
Children, very good.
Well, I am interested to know, is the operation painful?
Well,
is it painful? I mean,
we manage not to make it painful, pain-free, because we do general anesthesia. We brought with us 3 anesthesiologists, and they're doing general anesthesia, and then we're giving them painkillers. Okay.
Exactly, interesting.
So, is there any cost to this? How do one get this? Or you?
We brought this with us, and then we've got some local help here. But we mainly brought all of the equipment. Most of the equipment we brought with us from Spain.
Okay.
How do I know if my hernia needs surgery? How do I know that, doctor? How do I know? I mean, I need to go for surgery.
So for children hernia, they have age brackets where because most of them you call it congenital. They are born with it. So, but the immediate when they are born, we give them time to grow, because as they grow, some of these defects close. Like for example, for umbilical hernia, up to 5 years bracket, some of them are able to close. But around 5 years, when the ring is still big, like this ring, the circle is big, the hole, then you need to close that one. And sometimes also it can get what is called obstructed. So that the intestine will go inside, it will not be able to come out. So that one is a medical emergency. That one immediately need to be operated if the intestine have issue. Then for inguinal hernia, most of any children go up to the age of 2 years, they'll be able to be operated. Then for adult, those ones, any adult that have hernia needs to be operated.
Yes. So do we have symptoms that you can look out for?
So most of the time, the child just have a swell. You don't have any pain. It doesn't pain. So the mother will come and tell you that, observe that the umbilicus of my child is big, or the groin of my child is getting swollen, or it make noise. When they press, they make noise because the intestine make this noise like when you're pressing on water. So they make that noise. So those are the information they will give you. But when it is become an emergency one, it is obstructed. Now they have serious pain. They can have serious pain continuously. If it is a child, the child will be crying continuously, will not eat, will not do anything, can go up to vomiting. So those ones is immediately have to go to theater. I think they operated one. While they are operating, one came to the emergency with that obstructed hernia. So it become thick, very hard. The place become very hard, and the child was in pain. So that one has to be immediately. So you have to stop the other one and operate that one.
All right. So it's important for us to engage our local viewers. I mean, laftale demanding for mole albeminna new water albemum doku wala.
Okay. Okay. So new water kono kabo tirisaba commando. Na lunta la solomel bonang Spain. Iba mako kan pour ka diningol le operate ka loptano do. Operation nying diningol melan ko la kono bato nying e hello soto. Comme ça bata kungo keno koto ikayito soto kama me kaya. So yito nying ikamako ko diningol le operate. So nying watin kono yintiri sabo fulo kono dinin ta woro nyo operate le sain dem fulo. Ma metara je fotara dimaso. Operation meta for dimaso. So Spanish doctor will be more. Ustedes son 5, ¿verdad?
I think surgeons, yeah. 5 surgeons.
Yeah, 5 surgeons and other nurses me and be mako kan operation on yinke.
All right, very important. So how do you get access? I mean, what is the procedure? I mean, to be part of this if you want to be operated or your child?
Just come to the hospital.
Yeah, just the hospital.
When they come to the hospital, they can ask for Dr. Sanyam. I'm there. They can ask for anybody where the Spanish team is. They come there, we do registration. And right now, we have a group of people waiting for me there when I go and do the registration. So it's free of charge. Anybody can come at any time before Sunday.
Dr. Maria, do you have any plan to extend this operation to the provinces? We have URR, we have LRR, CRR. These are all remote places, communities that might need such an operation. Some of them, it might be a challenge for them to come to the greater Banjul area. But in the future, do you have an intention to expand that to that area?
Yeah, this was a contact with Gambia, but we come with an organization with an extended experience in this kind of programs. They've been working for more than 10 years in Africa. So this was our first pediatric contact with Gambia. So we started with the easiest venue for us. But we intend to come every 6 months at least, and maybe, yes, extend to other places and communities.
All right. So let me add to that one. So the organization, the plan is to establish here in Gambia to help not only doing these hernia cases, but also to do surgery that we cannot do in the country. Instead of looking for a way of going there outside to Spain to do the operation, they come here to do the surgery for them. There are surgeons that are experienced, vast knowledge of experience in different surgeries that we are not having them here. They are doing transplants and other things that we cannot do. So the plan is to meet the Ministry of Health. They'll meet the Ministry of Health and they discuss those modalities, because that has to be coordinated with the Ministry of Health. Yeah.
All right, thank you very much.
It's really important.
Yes, all right. Thank you for coming on the program, Dr. Ansumana Sanyang, Head of Surgical Services, and of course, Dr. Maria Miguel. Thank you very much, and I wish you all the best of luck. Thank you very much for helping us out. Gambian people appreciate it.
Thank you for receiving us in such a
I hope you are learning few Gambian words. I mean, are you learning the Gambian, words, Nanga Def?
I'm trying. I go near Dr. Sani and listen to him while he speaks with the patients, and hopefully I'll get a
I think it's important for you to learn the basic things, like Lula Meti means what is paining you. Fojoge, where are you from? Satu, what's your name?
I have to write them down.
Yeah, anyway. I think those are very important. Those are
but
very
just
important.
Get close to Dr. Sani.
That's what I try to do every
I
day.
hope you'll be a fast learner as well.
All right, thank you very much, viewers.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you for coming. And we'll take a short break. After the break, then the newspaper review. We'll be back.
Save up to 50% energy with the new side-by-side Samsung refrigerator. Samsung air conditioners come with HD filter and antibacterial for your protection. Save time, energy, and effort by using our washing machines, loaded with innovative features that offer superior cleaning technology. Step into the future of television with our slick and slim Samsung Smart TV designs. Sizes range from 32 to 85 inches. Smart LED, Crystal UHD Ultra High Definition, and QLED Quantum Dark LED. Get new ways of interacting with your TV. Unparalleled vision, right from the comfort of your living room. Our products are backed with 1-year warranty. Visit us at Q South Building at Caraba Avenue or at Bruce Lee Turtle. Contact us on 333-217 or email us at info@quantumnet.gm.
QMoney is back again with its easy-to-use, secure and convenient mobile app that allows you to carry out all your transactions. No matter where you are or what time it is, you can always access your funds. With the new QMoney app, you can cash in and out, buy credit, buy QPower, shop, make payments, and so much more. You can also send QMoney, pay bills, receive international remittances, and transfer cash to others. Just download the app from your Play Store or App Store and get started. For more information, call customer care on 133. QMoney, Sinu Kalpe.
Your favorite QCell service has gotten bigger. eFunkanta. Now you can loan bigger credit amounts to make life easier for you. Loan $75 and $100 and pay later. Yes, you heard me right. Get credit loan from $10 to $100 using eFunkanta by dialing *393#. Anytime you run out of credit, whether you want to buy QPower, browse the internet, make urgent calls, or send SMS. eFunkanta is the service for you. Dial *393# and choose the loan amount of your choice with no hassle. For more information, call our customer care on 111. QCell, Sunyabus, the pioneers of mobile loan service in the Gambia. We innovate, others follow. Terms and conditions apply.
To make sure your company's products and services reach your potential customers, it is essential that you choose the right channel for your marketing purposes. QTV has the widest reach locally and beyond, and we can give your business the visibility it needs. Call QTV Marketing on +220 324 4444 or email us at marketing@qtv.gm and take your business to the world.
QMoney, the biggest mobile money service in the Gambia, has taken mobile banking to the next level. Now, you can link your QMoney wallet with your bank account. Yes, link your Ajib or EcoBank accounts with your QMoney wallet and get instant access to your cash anytime. No need to queue at the bank anymore. Transfer funds from your bank account to your wallet or your wallet to your bank account using QMoney Bank Link is the fastest, most secure, and convenient way to transfer funds between your wallet and bank account. For more information, call our customer care on 133. QMoney, Sunyu Kalpe. Terms and conditions apply.
World Cup is here. Enjoy the beautiful game of football with our Samsung Smart TV. Enjoy a massive discount on any Samsung TV purchased. We have sizes ranging from 32 to 85 inches, packed with an ever-evolving variety of content and features. The Samsung Smart TV also provides your favorite video on-demand services such as Netflix, Amazon, YouTube, music streaming services, and and even various games and sports content to enjoy as you please. For more information, call us on 333 217, on WhatsApp 350 555, or visit our brand shops at the ground floor of QCell building or at the Bruceby turntable. This promo lasts till 30th December.
It's QTV this morning. We're back again after that fruitful discussion with Dr. Ansumana Sanyang, Head of Surgical Department, Head of Surgical Services, and of course Maria Miguel. And now we are back and we'll be doing the newspaper review. And Mr. Ade is already in the studio.
Yes.
In the studio.
Oh. Sound and active.
Yes, and I hope this time my microphone is okay.
If the microphone is not okay, this time around I'll ask you what is happening.
Yeah, because last time I had to have about 3 microphone changes before we got it right. So yeah. So
Gambia's poverty rate climbs to 53.4%. This is the foreign newspaper.
Shocking.
And we also have Mayor Low, the associates BCC's knowledge of Banjul Roads project. And of course, still on the foreign newspaper, George orders fellow George to pay 200,000 compensation, huge amount of money.
Wow.
On the development should not be hidden by statistical jugglery. That's what they said. And what is political prostitution?
What?
interesting.
Very interesting.
Shall we start with that one?
Yeah, we can start. What is political prostitution?
I guess I haven't read the article, but I'm assuming they mean these people who jump from one party to another, or people who they start, you know, in a particular political party, and then they get offered a position, and suddenly they, you know, somebody who you were blasting last week or last year as being corrupt and this and that, they offer you a post. Suddenly you forget all the things you said. It's that kind of thing, I guess, is probably what they mean. Yeah. But as I said, I've not read the article, so I don't know. But
Mr. Ade, in that instance, when we look at our political atmosphere, our political habitat, I can call it, the political ecosystem.
Yes, indeed.
You understand?
Yes.
We have a problem. You know, this morning when I was coming to work, I was like, I mean, something flashed in my mind.
And it wasn't the light.
That was the, that was the day of the election.
Yes.
We have seen how political party leaders try to back another political party. In fact, before elections, they were not in good terms.
Sure.
But because certain things didn't go the right way they want, they quickly ran to back other political parties. So I was disappointed with that act. Can politicians go that far?
Hey.
Well, they did it, and yet you asked that question.
I was like, can they go that far?
Yes, they can, and they do. And it's not just here.
Sure.
It happens in many other places, in other countries as well. I mean, here, as you said, in some instances, there were people who were party leaders who essentially were you know, the very people they were contesting against, suddenly they came out and started backing those people. And of course they made all sorts of noises, oh, I'm doing it in the national interest and so on.
Yeah.
But of course nobody believes that. I mean, people thought they were doing it because they were going to get something out of it. They were going to maybe be offered a position, maybe, who knows, a ministerial job, that sort of thing. So it happens, and as long as you have the system we have, the political system we have, you will always get that happening. You know, people who think, you know, I can stand for president, but maybe I'm not going to win, but maybe I can tell my supporters to back this person, and if they back this person and this person wins, perhaps I'll get a job out of it.
Yeah.
So
I think with politicians, they have a lot of interests.
A lot of
interest, like not one agenda. It might be political interest, party interest, national interest, their individual interest. So if this one didn't go down well with you, they can always switch to.
It reminds me of you mentioning interest. Mr. Mboj frequently quotes this saying that in politics there are no permanent friends, only permanent interests.
Exactly.
And so people have their interests. It might be self-interest.
Definitely.
And so somebody who was their friend today, they'll dump you for somebody else if that person can satisfy the particular interest that they have.
They have.
It happens a lot.
It happens. Yeah.
It happens. So,
Well,
yeah.
I mean, when you look at it, it's not a new thing. I mean, political parties have been jumping from one political coalition to another. And I think the number of people that we have that want to run this country, I mean, it's really alarming. Recently, they've registered a new political party.
I'm glad you mentioned that, because I was going to mention that. I think, does that bring us up to 19 now that are registered?
19.
In a country,
In a small
country of
Gambia, 2.1
2.1 million people. I think we have more political parties than head of population than almost any country that you can imagine, because to have 18 or 19 political parties really is not tenable, and it's not. And when you listen to them, as we did when we had to listen to some of the debates and go through some of the manifestos, they're all saying essentially the same thing. So you think, well, why don't you join with somebody else?
Definitely.
And the reason they don't join with somebody else is the same reason you find in lots of African communities in the diaspora. Instead of everybody coming together and saying, we're going to form a diaspora organization to do this, everybody forms one because they want to be chairman or president of their individual organization. And so it's the same in politics. You have lots of people who, they all want to be president or chairman of their own political party, when they're not going to go anywhere.
Know they're not going to go
They're not going to go anywhere. And what they are claiming they're going to do for the Gambian people, 10 other people are already claiming they're going to do. Well, join those 10 other people, or join some of them, or all those 10 should come together. But no, everybody wants to be, you can have on their, flag bearer for the.
Well, you know what I've
such
seen?
party.
It's more of a political interest. I mean, it's more of people, they put forward their interests before the nation. I mean, you want to be leader, you want to be president, you want people to know you are the leader of this political party, you are the one vying for this position, and you want to win. And Mr. Ade, honestly, there are political party leaders who know, I mean, they will not win.
That's what we're saying.
Yeah, it's quite clear to them that
There's
they
no
will
even-
not go
there's
any
no
far.
point
But
even-
still they want to go. Even with 3 people, they still want
But
to
if I
challenge.
know I will not win, Mr.
it's
Ade,
gonna be a waste
I
of
won't waste my
vote.
money. Why
Like-
should I waste my cash?
Well, I have
They just want to create that tension, sometime.
I have a friend who, she may be watching, her husband once stood to be president of Liberia. I think he got less than 1% of the vote. And yet, every time he gets introduced on American TV, they say a former presidential candidate in Liberia. It's a nonsense.
They call him former presidential candidate.
Which he was.
Yeah.
He was, but he got less than 1% of the vote. I mean, that's a joke.
That is a big joke. Yeah.
But that's how he gets introduced every time. People, oh, what? He was a former presidential candidate in Liberia? Yeah, but they don't mention the other bit.
Exactly. So just the recent
I think only his family
presidential
voted for him.
election, look at how many parties came and how many independent, aspirants came forward. People don't even know these people from nowhere. But still they came with their agendas. But what happened after the nominations? Many were dropped.
Of course.
So what they have to do is to join other political parties.
Some didn't even meet the criteria
See?
to be.
No, in fact, listen,
nominated.
Mr. Ade, let's come on, Gambia. Let's be serious as a nation. Come on.
Yeah, as Mr. Ade
We're
will
talking
always
about the
say,
seat of the president here.
If we're as serious as
There
it
was
is.
a guy that came during the nominations. I mean, like he said, they asked the guy, why is your color orange? He said Gambia is a sick country, according to him. So this represents vitamin C. You understand? So he needs to give the country vitamin C because we are sick. This guy literally insulted everybody.
And yet he wants them to vote for him.
I'll not
And
forgive
yet
you
you
for
want
that.
people to vote for you.
For me, I've said this many times before, I can't think of another country where I've met so many citizens of the country who say, I can be president of the Gambia, I can fix everything. I think because it's small, people think that therefore the problems are small or they're easy to fix. No, they're not. It's small, but the country doesn't have much in the way of natural resources. So, we all know the amount we used to get from something like tourism. But when COVID-19 happened, that seriously affected the tourism industry. Even a country like Cape Verde, which has done very well and is doing very well. 2019 they had 890,000 tourists.
Wow.
And in 2020, they were hoping to have 1 million, but COVID-19 happened and this pull out. And they've been so badly affected by the drop in tourist numbers because tourism was employing something like 25, maybe 30% of the workforce. Suddenly, tourists are not coming. What are you going to do? You don't have jobs for those people.
Definitely.
And so, you know, what people hear in the Gambia, oh, it's a small country.
It will be very easy to
fix. And I always say, the reason it hasn't been fixed is because it's not easy.
It is not easy.
If it was that easy, somebody would have fixed it.
Like, seriously.
You know, but, you know, you look at Gambia and really there are things that I look at and I'm not happy about because, yes, it's small and there are certain things that should have been happening. So, for example, the infrastructure. You know, this is a country that gained independence in 1965, became a republic in 1970. We got some of the worst road networks anywhere in Africa, and that's saying something when you think about how bad it is. You know, even in the developed parts, we are in Kanifing. Once you leave Kairaba Avenue, 90% of the streets that lead or feed onto Kairaba aren't even paved.
You know, Mr. Ade,
and we're in 2022.
It's good that, I mean,
pathetic.
you came up with this, I mean, roads. You mentioned roads. Last night I was sitting with my wife in the house. We were like, you know, I was focused on something. And she said to me, look, I mean, I've seen a video. I was disgraced. I said, what happened? He said, look at our roads. They've shown you on the video Senegal's road. Then they show you another country's road. Then last they came to Gambia.
Oh.
She said I was embarrassed. I said, look, I mean, I was trying to cover myself. I said, we have good roads. I mean, we have the Brikama Soma Highway. They are good roads. We have Jabang. They are good roads.
We have a couple of decent highways.
Exactly.
It's true. I've driven on some of them.
And we are working on Costa Road very soon, the OIC project. You know?
I can vouch for that. But you're right. I mean, there are a few. But when you compare with other countries, particularly other countries in our sub-region, then the comparison is not very favorable to the Gambia. It's an embarrassment, actually. And you know, we need to do something about that. And you know, the OIC project, if it delivers what it has promised to deliver, it should make quite a difference.
Definitely.
But that's still a long way to go. So yeah.
Let's focus on the IEC chairman, Mamadou Aliou Jai. Okay. All right. He just disclosed dates for the local government election. That's the local government.
Yeah.
And you know, the past years as a chairman or a mayor, if you don't work very hard, we all know. Now we know those that are working and those who are not working. So if you're not working, we are not voting for you.
And you know, these politicians, they think they are smart. Because when elections approaches, that's the time they start working. No,
they are smart because they know that people have short memories. So what they do is they do lots of big, nice projects just before the elections and say, you see, look what I've just done. Have a look, you know. And then, oh yeah, you've just done this. I'll vote for you. They do it all over the world. It's not unique to the Gambia. But as Balde has said, what you have nowadays is some of the mayors and some of the council leaders, they're quite smart. They use the media, they use social media to get the message out about what they're doing. And so some of them, they're in the press every single day. People think, wow, these guys are really busy. They're doing good stuff. They're doing big projects. And of course, when, you know, come the elections, they don't have to go far because they're already in people's heads about all the stuff that they're doing. So that's quite clever. But there are others who, they don't do so much, but they think, oh, 6 months to elections, I better do something. I better put a perimeter wall around this school, or, you know, refurbish the local clinic in my constituency or in my ward. And then, you know, people think, oh yeah, he did that.
He's doing something. And so whenever we give him another chance, he will continue.
He'll do even better.
Then after the next election, you just go at your corner, forget about the people.
But it's a trick that politicians use all over the world, sadly. And people fall for it.
We should change. That should.
Well, I think politics is becoming a very booming business. I mean,
you want to go into?
Well, you know what?
I'm thinking of it.
I'm
thinking about it.
I'm glad you mentioned that, because if anybody watched Youth Dialogue last night, they would have seen the people who were vying to be presidents, UTG. And I had a very unique perspective on it, because I was in the office and came on at 9 o'clock. And two of the candidates, one was an independent, but the two who were not independent, they came with their posse. So they came with their people who sat in our office and watched it on the screen. And I ended up both listening to the debate and observing the supporters. And I have to say this on camera, and I gave this feedback to Geneva Sonko and to the independent candidate because he came up afterwards. I said, you guys, you presented your cases very well on the program. I said, but the biggest problem you're going to have is that you are leading a generation of people with short attention spans. He said, what do you mean? I said, you guys were brilliantly debating. I said, and yet the supporters who were in our office supposedly watching were arguing amongst themselves. See? They weren't even paying attention to what you guys were saying. And you guys were saying brilliant stuff.
Brilliant stuff.
So these people, they've already made up their minds about who they're going to vote for. They didn't want to know that there was a brilliant debate taking place on TV. And so you guys who were sitting in our office last night, yes, I mean you, you're a disgrace. Why were you there?
Well, I mean, you know, we are not just going to narrow down this to the university youth election, but this is what is happening in the society.
And that's what I told them. I said, you extrapolate this to the society. This is the problem.
They don't want to know what you're talking about, your agenda.
No, they don't.
I think this is why we feel, and we vote in people that you know they are not competent. I mean, sometimes it's important for us to take note of what they say.
Definitely.
Halifa Sallah, it's a political leader. And if you tell people in this country about Halifa, they'll tell you, Halifa is the only one who can run this country.
I hear it all
people
the time.
tell, oh, Halifa Sallah, stuff, he can run this country. But Halifa will never win.
And
Halifa never win.
His time is gone.
You know?
And you know, so for me, and I said this to I said, you are the youth who will inherit this country. I said, and if that is your attitude now, that is, you're going to multiply that when you become adults old enough to run the country. I said, and that's it. I said, and I want you to take this message to the other two candidates who didn't come up for any feedback. I said, because it was a disgrace, honestly.
Our environment is a politic of T-shirts and a lot of Benachin. Yes, I mean, I've seen a political leader. He came to a person and said to the person, you are wearing this party shirt. And the guy said to him, yes, I'm wearing it, but I am supporting you. You understand?
And many people do.
I am wearing your shirt, Lolly, but I am supporting Mr. Ade.
Yes.
You understand? So Mr. Ade said to the person, okay, now can I give you my T-shirt? You removed it, and he removed the T-shirt. And he wore Mr. Ade's T-shirt. You see? This is how, I mean, I think Gambia, we need to learn.
And I think some of our biggest politicians need to learn as well, because during the last election, one of the losing candidates, one of his senior members in his party said to me, how could we lose? Did you see the crowds we had at our rallies? I said, yes, just because you have good DJ and everybody comes to dance, doesn't mean they're going to vote for you, but why do you think that's the same thing?
So some are carried away by the crowd.
Listen, I was there rocking with some of those people, and if I had to vote, I wouldn't have voted for them. But, you know, but they kind of get, you don't get swept along by that. You don't get fooled by it, that, oh, we had a big crowd, therefore every 100% of that crowd, 10 or 15 or 20% of that crowd probably go and dance with the other party as well. And they can't vote for both. So don't get swayed by that. Just enjoy the moment when you've got a big crowd. But they actually said to me, boy, did you see our crowds? How could we not win?
Well, it's not crowd.
No.
Now
which is Trump's argument as well.
But, Mr. Ade, I mean, many people, I am pretty sure, I don't have the data or the statistics, but I am pretty sure many people dance with the former president Yahya Jammeh here, but they voted against him during the election.
That has been the case for many years.
This is what's happening.
Because essentially it's a secret ballot, so nobody goes in there with you. And you dance with Jammeh, it doesn't mean you have to vote.
Exactly.
And that's what
sometimes it's good to dance. You have your benachin, you have your little change in your pocket.
And you know, I think that's what fooled some of the people in his former party, because I think they felt that you know, when he was here and he was this terror over people, people were scared and voted for him. You know, for me, I think maybe he genuinely won election. The rest, I think he kind of manipulated the vote. But they thought, oh no, trust me, he's popular. I mean, some of the meetings were held at the house where I live, and I said, no, he's not. You know, don't be fooled by the fact he's no longer here. They felt that they were going to win and he was going to be brought back. They didn't even come close to winning. you know, but they genuinely believed it.
Yeah.
You know, they genuinely believed it.
I still remember the statement he made before he left.
Well, back to State House.
When he said, okay, I agree. Then another time he said no. You know, they've rigged the election.
We saw it.
So he said on television, now I think we know each other very well. You know, I said that's the point there. If this guy sits here again, he will slaughter our brothers, our uncles, and at the same time there will be disappearance of our mothers. I mean, you know, if we allowed him to sit here again, I mean, that would have been the end of us, everybody.
I mean, and you know what I find quite remarkable. I have a friend who's visiting the Gambia, and on Monday he was saying to me, "Oh, I saw the TRRC. I don't believe all this thing they say about Jammeh. It's not true." I was like, "What?" He said, "Yeah, these people, they're probably paid." I was shocked. A very intelligent guy. I was really.
Well,
really
sometimes
shocked.
intelligent people can be mangoes sometimes.
But but you know, that's what you have to deal with, and that's what you have to fight against. You know, so I said to him, "You mean all those people who came and incriminated themselves?" He said, "Yeah, even those people." Like, okay, what can you say to that?
Some still don't believe that the stories that we had on TRRC are true stories.
No, I mean,
they
many
think people just come up there to make.
They think people were paid. They think people were offered cars, houses, and so on to incriminate themselves in order to incriminate Jammeh.
Yeah.
Like, wow. And there are many people who actually
and
believe that.
And to tell you, some of them are here walking in the streets. I mean, we meet up with some of them, they are still struggling. So it doesn't mean they are paid. We need to accept the reality. KMC Mayo lays foundation stone for recreational park in Talinding. Well, I mean, it's difficult to at least go chill out, enjoy your Saturday with your family. I mean, it's important to get parks whereby you need to go at least to free up your mind. I'm talking of going to Upcast, you know. So I think it's
you know,
important.
People tease me and say, "Oh, you mention Cape Verde all the time." Trust me, there's a reason for it. If you go to any of the 9 islands of Cape Verde, they are littered with parks. And in the evening, you say to anybody, "Oh, Lolly, let's meet up tonight." They'll say, "Oh, I'll meet you at Amilcar Cabral Park."
Wow.
Every night the parks are full. They got chairs. Some of them have bandstands where bands play, and people just go and chill. And these are places where, you know, they got flowers, they got everything, and they're just beautiful, tranquil. I'm telling you, every single one of the islands in Cape Verde, they have multiple parks where people just go and chill in the evenings.
I've seen myself
and
like
I can't even find one in the Gambia.
Like,
Not one. Come on, you know.
I think we have the Koto Park.
Koto Park, what is, there is nothing in the park there. It's just
the Koto Park. No, we have.
How many times have you gone there to chill?
No, we have the park, but
there's nothing in the
It's a bushy park.
That's what I'm telling
It's a
you.
bushy park.
But they need to be conducive.
In fact,
to
I learned that the park is closed.
See?
I mean, that's what I learned. Because, I mean, you cannot, I don't understand. We have a beautiful park like that. You know, I prefer the mayor to go and even renovate that park.
Yeah.
It's far better than spending
building
millions
that's going to be neglected eventually.
It's a very quiet, peaceful environment. If you go there, you have a lot of trees, you have, you know, it's peaceful.
That's what you need.
Yeah,
you know?
And trust me, if they build it, people will start using it. If it's built, it's maintained, and so on. You know, the toilets are clean, all the surrounding areas are clean. Well, you know,
we'll have people using their places, but without it, nobody are willing to go there. And I think with this one, it will open a way or pave a way for another one, or you know, it will serve us.
And you, as a parent, in the evening, sometimes you finish work, you go there, the park is nicely lit up, and so on. You take your children there,
definitely,
and you just hang out. You meet other mothers or you know, other parents that you know. Honestly, it just is. I find it so beautiful, so tranquil.
I think here the only
I love it.
The only place you can go and have fun is Q City, for now.
Which is
Apart from that, we don't have anything like that.
But when you're talking about a kind of community or civic park, we just don't have them, and we need to have them everywhere.
Definitely.
Everywhere. And if I'm going to stand for president, those are one of the things I will promise and deliver, because a lot of the time they don't cost a lot of money.
No.
You just need the space, but they need to be maintained and they need to be properly built. And
I mean, when I went to Basse. Basse doesn't even have a park where people can go relax. I mean, despite all the lands we have there, you know, it's just a matter of building a park, constructing one. But we don't have that.
I keep forgetting that this guy claims he's from Basse. Carry on.
So you see, it's better to fight for your people. Make sure if you are thinking of building another park, you have free gift money to build a park. Basse is there.
Basse is there. I think all these places they should build parks.
They should,
definitely.
They should.
You know, well, thank you, Mr. Ade, for coming on this platform.
Pleasure, as always.
We appreciate this.
It's always a thrill.
Yes,
and
he's always
next time, I will insist that unless you have multiple newspapers, I will refuse to come on.
And we haven't dealt with the proverb.
Have we got time for the proverb?
Maybe we can try and do it in a few minutes. In a short mouth, no fly will go in.
In a what? Shut mouth.
Mouth, no fly will go in.
I guess that's about, taking care of things and, making sure things are safe and so on. For example, if you go in an area where you know that there are flies, like literally, keep your mouth shut. You probably won't speak at all. You'll go,
True, yeah.
But it's an intriguing one, that proverb. I'm not sure what they're getting at. I mean, literally, of course, in a shut mouth, no fly will go in. But I guess it's about, just making sure that...
Be responsible of things that you say. I just told a colleague up there, said, this proverb will be like, just keep quiet, make sure you speak responsibly or else you'll be in trouble. And she was like, for me, if I keep quiet, I'll be in trouble.
There you are. So you shut it or you open it, trouble.
Exactly.
So,
there are people that once they are quiet, know that they are sick. Or something happened.
There's a problem.
There's a problem.
Yes. So it's telling you, I mean, to do the right thing. You do the right thing, nothing will happen to you. Handle your business. Go your business. Don't put your affairs into people's affairs. I mean, just handle your own thing. Don't bring trouble to yourself. When you do the right thing, you are safe. You won't have any issue.
It's in an ideal world, this is true. But imagine when people used to say to me, you Darami, you think you're clever. I know the reason you're keeping quiet is because one day you want to be president. I'm like, what? Have I ever said I want to be president? In Sierra Leone I'm talking about. I'm just like, I've never said it. And because I have no intention of wanting to be president. But so even when you keep quiet, people imagine stuff on your behalf.
Why are you quiet? Maybe.
You think you're clever.
Exactly, because at some point when you want to become a president, they wouldn't counter you for any word, negativity. So
for me, I'm thinking of something.
Yeah?
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe one day I'll come up with my agenda.
Really? You want to be president?
So, no, it's telling you, not president, but kind of.
Something big.
Something like that. You said, when you don't have nothing to say, keep quiet.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
If you don't have nothing to say, keep quiet.
And there's a saying that it is better to keep your mouth shut and let people think you're a fool than to open it and confirm their suspicions.
Thank you very much. That's a very good one there. We'll take a short break. After the break, then we'll be having the Latrikunda Sabije Youth Group. Discussion will be centered on the recent football field saga. We will be having the Alcalo's daughter and, of course, the youth leader and other important guests on the program to tell us what is happening. Why are they denying the school from building another classroom block in the school? So we'll take a short break. We'll be back.
Spas Motors is the largest and most modern auto service in the Gambia. The Spas Motors is the only authorized dealer in Sherry, Mercedes-Benz trucks, Mercedes-Benz buses, Kia, Ford, Futon Mini and Midi buses, Futon trucks. At Espas Motors, we have qualified professionals who use modern technology to diagnose and repair all brands of motor vehicles. Espas Motor services include auto sales, auto repairs, vehicle painting, availability of high-quality spare parts, towing services. We are reachable at any time. Call Espas Motors on 352222 353-4444 or locate us on the Bertel Harding Highway. Espas Motors.
QMoney is back again with its easy-to-use, secure and convenient mobile app that allows you to carry out all your transactions. No matter where you are or what time it is, you can always access your funds. With the new QMoney app, you can cash in and out, buy credit, buy Q Power, shop, make payments, and so much more. You can also send QMoney, pay bills, receive international remittances, and transfer cash to others. Just download the app from your Play Store or App Store and get started. For more information, call customer care on 133. QMoney, Sinu Kalpe. We innovate, others follow.
QMoney, the biggest mobile money service in the Gambia, has taken mobile banking to the next level. Now, you can link your QMoney wallet with your bank account. Yes, link your Ajib or EcoBank accounts with your QMoney wallet and get instant access to your cash anytime. No need to queue at the bank anymore. Transfer funds from your bank account to your wallet or your wallet to your bank account using QMoney Bank Link is the fastest, most secure, and convenient way to transfer funds between your wallet and bank account. For more information, call our customer care on 133. QMoney, Sunyu Kalpe. Terms and conditions apply.
Save up to 50% energy with the new side-by-side Samsung refrigerator. Samsung air conditioners come with HD filter and antibacterial for your protection. Save time, energy, and effort by using our washing machines, loaded with innovative features that offer superior cleaning technology. Step into the future of television with our slick and slim Samsung Smart TV designs. Sizes range from 32 to 85 inches. Smart LED, Crystal UHD Ultra High Definition, and QLED Quantum Dark LED. Get new ways of interacting with your TV. Unparalleled vision, right from the comfort of your living room. Our products are backed with 1-year warranty. Visit us at Q South Building at Caraba Avenue or at Boost Turntable. Contact us on 333-3217 or email us at info@quantumnet.gm. As the fastest growing GSM company in the Gambia, QCell has the widest 4G plus coverage in the country, 3 times faster internet speed than our competitors. So switch now and dial *335# and enjoy what true 4G feels like. QCell, the Gambia's trusted network.
QCell, GSM company minna yirwa tariata Gambia Bankoka. QCell la 4G plus network ya banko bela mura. Andung ala internet o tariata sidula saba katambi nyongola. Saung sahin, yesta 335# kumandi. Yadati kemuna fang 4G sobeol. QCell, Gambia la network lanna yaringo.
QCell woni GSM company ɓurɗon janɗude ko leydi Gambia ɗo e QCell 4G plus coverage on ɓuri yawude laaɓi tati ɓe woni poɗodirde ɓen. Waɗu dial *335# fi wawa nafitorade ko woni 4G. QCell network ɓuraɗo holorede ko leydi Gambia.
Your favorite QCell service has gotten bigger. Kanta. Now you can loan bigger credit amounts to make life easier for you. Loan $75 and $100 and pay later. Yes, you heard me right. Get credit loan from $10 to $100 using Kanta by dialing *393#. Anytime you run out of credit, whether you want to buy Q Power, browse the internet, make urgent calls, or send SMS. Kanta is the service for you. Dial *393# and choose the loan amount of your choice with no hassle. For more information, call our customer care on 111. QCell, Sunyabus, the pioneers of mobile loan service in the Gambia. We innovate, others follow. Terms and conditions apply.
Qcell company bu ëppa client yu ees yu koy jëfandikoo si biir réew mi Qcell am 4G plus coverage bu gën a yaatu si biir réew mi internet bu gën a gaaw ñetti yoon naataangoom yi kon nag toxul léegi dal di dial *335# dal di bànneexu 4G bu dëggantaan Qcell network Gambia bu ñu gën a wóolu.
World Cup is here. Enjoy the beautiful game of football with our Samsung Smart TV. Enjoy a massive discount on any Samsung TV purchased. We have sizes ranging from 32 to 85 inches, packed with an ever-evolving variety of content and features. The Samsung Smart TV also provides your favorite video on-demand services such as Netflix, Amazon, YouTube, music streaming services, and even various games and sports content to enjoy as you please. For more information, call us on 333 217, on WhatsApp 350-555, or visit our brand shops at the ground floor of Qcell building or at the Bruceby turntable. This promo lasts till 30th December. Espas Motors is the largest and most modern auto service in the Gambia. Espas Motors is the only authorized dealer in Chevy, Mercedes-Benz trucks, Mercedes-Benz buses, Kia, Ford, Futon Mini and Midi buses, Futon trucks. At Espas Motors, we have qualified professionals who use modern technology to diagnose and repair all brands of motor vehicles. Espas Motor services include auto sales, auto repairs, vehicle painting, availability of high-quality spare parts, towing services. We are reachable at any time. Call Espas Motors on 35-2222-2, 353-4444, or locate us on the Bertel-Harding Highway. Espas Motors.
QMoney is back again with its easy-to-use, secure and convenient mobile app that allows you to carry out all your transactions. No matter where you are or what time it is, you can always access your funds. With the new QMoney app, you can cash in and out, buy credit, buy QPower, shop, make payments, and so much more. You can also send QMoney, pay bills, receive international remittances, and transfer cash to others. Just download the app from your Play Store or App Store and get started. For more information, call customer care on 133. QMoney, Sinu Calpe. We innovate, others follow.
QMoney, the biggest mobile money service in the Gambia, has taken mobile banking to the next level. Now, you can link your QMoney wallet with your bank account. Yes, link your Ajib or EcoBank accounts with your QMoney wallet and get instant access to your cash anytime. No need to queue at the bank anymore. Transfer funds from your bank account to your wallet or your wallet to your bank account using QMoney Bank Link is the fastest, most secure, and convenient way to transfer funds between your wallet and bank account. For more information, call our customer care on 133. QMoney, Sinu Calpe. Terms and conditions apply.
As the fastest growing GSM company in the Gambia, Qcell has the widest 4G plus coverage in the country, 3 times faster internet speed than our competitors. So switch now and dial *335# and enjoy what true 4G feels like. Qcell, the Gambia's trusted network.
We are back again from that break. And of course, now we are into the last segment. As I mentioned before the break, we'll be talking to by Madi Jame Hadi Jata, Alkalo's rep, and of course, Yankuba Diba, all from Latrikunda Sabiji. I mean, to clarify, yesterday we had the principal of Latrikunda Sabiji here, and we had discussions on the allegation that the youth of Latrikunda refused 700 students not to go to school because they are reluctant that a classroom block should not be built in the school. We believe in hearing two sides of the story, and we invite the gentleman here and the lady to clarify these things. Let's start with by Madi Jame. Mr. Jame, li bugon na ñu def ko sa ci local language bi pour mu gëna set, because xam nga li lu am solo la te it has to do with our community. Me in particular, Latrikunda la defé grade 1 to 6, you know, so it's important for us to clarify this. Lan mo neka di xew Latrikunda?
Can I speak in English or vernacular?
Speak in English if you want.
Okay. Thanks so much, Ibrahima and Loli,
yes,
with the cameramen here present. In fact, the opportunity that you've accorded for us to come and clarify the issue of the Latrikunda Sabiji Upper Basic School. What actually happened and what was said are two things, two different things. As you rightly said, you've got one side of the story. It's necessary also for you to get the other side.
Exactly, yes.
In fact, we are not saying no to the construction of the two classroom blocks. Two classroom blocks of 12 block A, 12 classes, block B, 12 classes, 24 classes. I don't think we, the community, should say no to that. What we told them, where they want to construct it, construct the two classroom blocks of 12 each. You know, they say they are going to construct it at the middle of the field, school field. You've passed through the school.
Yeah, I know.
Even the current master, Tijan Sise, passed through the school.
He said
this school is 50 years old. It was established in 1972. My uncle, the Alcalo rep, is here. He's a daughter to the Alcalo. Was the first headmaster of the school. And he went for some time, returned again as a headmaster until he retired. He's a very careful somebody, and he's very responsible. Master Jata, LBJ, commonly known as LBJ.
Yeah, Master Jata, yeah.
You know him? You must have heard of him.
Yes, he is famous.
We are not saying no, but put it at the sides. That's the school campus. You have classes here. You have classes that side. All the four sides of the school, the square, I mean. The field is at the middle. Construct it at one of the sides or two of the sides. Because there is an old building. If you go through the video 2 days ago, you'll see an old building without roof. That building was there for almost 5-6 years. Let them not come and say, you know, as they said, the community refused for us to construct, for us to build for the 700 students. Prior to that, the principal who was at the senior secondary school transferred just last month to Muslim at Bruceby, gave them 2 classroom blocks to use. Then that 24 classroom blocks built at the senior secondary school by MRC Holland was not completed. Now they have enough classes that they can even still give 2 classroom blocks to the lower basic for them to use. But when that man left, this other new principal, whom I don't know, came, they started to say, you know, we don't have place for our children, for the children to attend classes. It's not correct. Now, if we ask them to construct at the middle of the school.
The field.
Yes, at the middle of the field. So, next week, can the kids start school, going to school? No, it's not possible. It takes them almost 1 year plus before they'll complete the building. So let them not spoil or try to tarnish the image of the Alcalo with the community.
Yes, exactly. Mr. Jame,
yes.
Let's engage the Alcalo's daughter. I mean, it's like the Alcalo is the one sitting here. According to what they say is, Bobu Genyu def ko.
Jeez.
Anything.
Oh, you are fine with it. Okay. All right. According to what they said, the Alcalo is in support of the people of the community. And the way people are seeing it, it's like Alcalo himself doesn't want people to tarnish his name. That's why he's in support of the youth of Latrikunda, so that they can deny the school from building the classrooms. Is that true?
Absolutely not. Basically, we are honored to be here this morning to clarify those allegations laid against the community and the Alcalo himself. What actually happened was this. Some time ago, 2 years ago, the community, the school, and MRC Holland Foundation had an agreement of 24 classrooms with 24 toilets and to rehabilitate the two primary schools. That's proper and annex. Both parties signed that agreement, and we have seen the end results. In as much as MRC Holland did that, we're still yearning for more, but in a proper way as how it was done. Protocols needs to be followed. You can just sit at a place and say, the Alcalo and her people are refusing. We are not enemy of progress. And whosoever knows Master Jata, that's his title. He doesn't even want people to be calling him Alcalo. He prefers Master Jata because that's a title that he earned for himself. As an educationist, as a developmental oriented man.
Definitely.
He is definitely in support for education. What we said was this. This school and the community have been working for so many years. If we are to build classrooms, that's for us, the community. We definitely benefiting. Because as we are speaking, my daughter is also involved. She is attending Latrikunda Primary. I passed through Latrikunda, like all of us sitting here.
Myself.
Except
I went to Serekunda school.
I went to Serekunda
Then
school.
there was no school.
What we said was this. When the lady came, that's Mrs. Sonko from MRC Holland, to do the signing, she was given a wrong information that the community has access to, while we were not informed. So during the signing, when she came, that was the time she knew that there was no dialogue between the community and the school. So she said, settle your differences and let me know. After that happened, this is just like about clarification, because people out there should know the facts. Then when that happened, when she left, we sat as a community and discussed, what should we do? Should we lose the classrooms and maintain the field, or what are the steps that we need to take? Then we had a meeting, a dialogue, the community and the youths. It was after, before we engaged the school authorities. We first had a discussion, the community and the youths, on the strategies that we should take so that the field will still be maintained and classrooms will be available for the students to learn. So we went to the school. We contacted Mr. Njai. He is a senior teacher. The then principal for the upper basic school, Mr. Jallo, he was also contacted. The current headmaster, Mr. Tijan Sisa, I am going to call his name. He was rich. He never turned out. It was only Mr. Njai and Mr. Jallo with us who were doing the strategies that we should take so that both parties will benefit.
But the principal was here and he was sitting right there. He said, I mean, he have not seen anybody that will come and engage him.
I'll talk on that.
Yes,
Exactly, because I asked,
and we have
I asked if he did involve like the PTA, because in any school you have a PTA committee where parents are involved.
Exactly.
So did you guys had any dialogue? He said nobody came forward. I said in any community you must have the MP, you must have the ward councillor, and whoever is responsible, you must have engagements with these people, because this is a serious matter we're talking about.
If time will permit me, I'll touch on all those areas, because we are here to clarify the air.
And the field in particular, he said, is belongs to the school.
The field?
Well, that's
the field is at the middle
his
of the
own
school.
thinking.
So
He has right to his opinion. We not to condemn his points. We only here to clarify what was said. Then when that happened, the MP, that's Honorable Yaya Sanye, he was contacted. He was on the ground with us and the youths, with Mr. Jallo. So we went round and identified 3 places within the school whereby these classrooms that MRC Holland needs to build, that's the 12 for the annex, 12 for proper, it was identified. We didn't only stop at that. The contractor who builds MRC Holland's foundation schools was also invited on the ground. He came, we showed him the places that were identified. And he said to us, classrooms can be built. We went further to invite another guy who is working with this Mrs. Sonko. I'm not sure about his surname because it's been 2 months now.
Okay.
I stand to be corrected. He is the coordinator manager something for MRC Holland.
MRC Holland, yeah.
He was also invited by our MP so that things will be on the right track.
All right, so I know time is against us.
Yeah.
We don't have enough time, but we can still engage Yankuba Diba. Yankuba, what is your stand when it comes to this? I know you're here to represent the youth. Yes.
Yeah, I'm representing Latrikunda Stability Youth Association. It's nearly 170 something people that are there. So majority of us we are around age bracket of 35 below. So this is a big concern to us. At first, when we see a truck bring a son at the school, and then I stand to take some few of us that let's try to meet the principal, both principals, and ask them the rumors that we are hearing. Is it true? Because we want to hear their side of the story. Then we meet Mr. Sise and the center was Mrs. Juve. Then they say yes, the MRC Holland Foundation are coming to build here at the school 24 classrooms. So we further move to meet our alcalde whether he is aware about it. Because signing ceremony has to be done. If you are building such a project, there has to be a signing ceremony. The alcalde said he signed the order 24 classrooms for the senior school. But this one he never signed. He signed the rehabilitation of the renovation of the primary school, lower and proper, and annex. So we further move to meet our MP as well and engage him, because whatever happens, you have to go to him. So as some representative youth here, our take is there are better options in this. In any society that you go to, you have to consider space management. This is the only space we have. But thank God now we have primary school, 2, junior school, and we have senior school. Meaning, Latrikunda citizens, there's no need for them to go outside for schooling. So we have to manage the space properly. The other buildings they are old buildings. Before you build in the middle of the field, 24 classrooms, why not you demolish those buildings? Then you make it a story building. People are modernizing the way they build. Even your own compound. Before, they used to build in the middle of the house. Now people prefer to go behind, you build, and you have a space for future. So they cannot just build 24 classrooms in the middle of the field. And for our own understanding, the school will be dark. And even they themselves, there are certain complications there. As for now, their mind doesn't touch it. But it may affect them. Their sports, secondary school sports, senior school, they use Latrikunda school to play their games. Latrikunda primary school, they use it to play their games.
Right.
So
we
want them to avoid the field and build
and find another option.
The options are
all
there
right,
already.
thank you. I know finally time is against us. But now, are you ready to dialogue with the principal? I think it's important for us to call for a dialogue.
Only dialogue.
We are calling the Ministry of Education. This is your matter. You need to come in. Were you engaged by the Ministry of Education?
Not yet, but the cluster monitor was there the
last Wednesday during the PTA.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I think it's important. We don't have to be pulling and pushing when it comes to things that will benefit our community. I know. I was surprised. I mean, if the people of Latrikunda will be refusing such
development.
Nobody
Because you might have your sister there and your brother. In as much as sports is important, but education comes
for them to construct.
I know Latrikunda is a huge land. It's
old bungalows, if the need arise.
Yes, I think Mr. Diba, only dialogue can resolve this because they have their own side.
You have the camera and come to the ground, you will see there are enough places where they can construct.
Okay, so finally, what do you have to say? I mean, you are the one representing Latrikunda. I mean,
yeah, like I said last Wednesday during the PTA, we are ready to dialogue because we've already started the dialogue. And we also told Mr. Tijan, he came to the house to meet the Alcalo some time ago. We told him that the school needs to put on rules and regulation guiding the usage of the field. Write down your own rules and regulation and pass it to the youths for both parties to sign. Then there will be an agreement so that during sessions, the field will not be touched.
Because that was their point, you know.
There's
there
no
are things going on.
No gate, not a single gate, 2 gates. Go there right now, more than 4 meters gate. No, not a single gate. My friend, put a gate or make your gates and then close the school during sessions. You have your prefect, you have other teachers to assist. Even the PTA, let them step in. They'll control the youths. But you say, we are going to construct at the middle of the field simply because they come and smoke jamba here, they come and disturb
the problem they have,
you cannot say that.
It's the youths. That's what I think.
They are, because they're doing some actions at the field that they want to
You see, there is a whole building, maybe, this.
That's the
for 5-6 years, it's like this. Now you go there at night, you see all sort of nonsenses at night. I'm telling you.
The community even offered
at night
to help
in
the
building.
contractors.
And these are furniture
that old building, the community offered to the contractor that when they are about to build the classrooms,
you can help them to demolish it.
The youth themselves will demolish the building for them.
Free of charge.
In fact, it came to a point whereby we thought the problem was solved. To be very honest with you. After meeting the consultant, meeting the contractor, we thought it was settled. Until last week, when we were called that PTA, 700 children are not having classrooms.
And let me tell you one thing. You see that ground? It's a community school. The ground was given by my grandfather, the current Alcalo's father. When he came there as the headmaster, he fenced all the school. That's why we have that reserve. After the lower basic, then it was only a lower basic. Then in those days, primary school. Then he fenced all the area. Even the family members, they could have claimed.
I can remember, like we have a very huge garden, you know,
he
where
planted
you have the
all those
toilets.
mango trees. Master Jata, that man, you'll say everything, but to say Master Jata is corrupt or Master Jata,
education.
If you don't know him, you don't know him, but he's very careful and I repeat, very responsible.
Now what we want is to solve this. Let us try, we call for a dialogue. We are calling the school authorities, we are calling the Ministry of Education, we are calling you, the community. I mean, let's see how to come up with a, you know, genuine solution. I mean, to carry, I mean, this thing, so that it doesn't affect us tomorrow. Yes, thank you very much for coming.
We try to avoid problems. That's why whenever we are called, we don't call the youths.
Exactly.
We have elderly youths, Diba and others. Diba, Alpha Bio, Hugo, and this man, Lifeal.
Yes.
Because if you invite youths,
I know how you think. Yes, so thank you very much. We will monitor and see how best to resolve this. I hope we resolve it peacefully. Yes, thank you very much for watching this program. See you next week. Have a wonderful day.
Thanks so much.